Welcome to DonDiva Credit Repair, your financial services and credit repair, wealth and asset management services blog talk radio show. Brought to you by the credit repair gurus from DonDivaCreditRepair.com, bringing you the money matters financial tips, tricks, and more to find your financial confidence. Start by repairing your credit and get a handle on credit repair. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Download the podcast. We're going to start our evening out on financial readiness and what type of things that you need to have for healthy finances and financial well-being programs that we offer. And when you think about financial fitness, financial readiness, you think about all the things that go into healthy mindset, abundance mindset. And part of that is not just wealth. Part of that is surviving life in financial ups and downs. Now, life does throw things at us, and there's a package that's offered through our sister company, DonDiva Coaching, but it overlaps into DonDiva Credit Repair. And this is part of what we offer as well, in case you're needing a well-being class on financial services and how to support yourself to have better success, wealth, abundance, with a big mindset and shifts and new habits and habit change in your financials. And part of that is financial well-being. And the reason why I say we have to think about financial well-being, when your finances are in the toilet or you're feeling some type of way about money being funny or looking kind of not good, and you're at the point that either you're tearing your hair out, you're stressed out, you're not eating right, or you're not sleeping right, all of that goes into the factors of health and wellness, and being able to have that abundance mindset that I am going to pull myself out of the financial lurch, or I am going to be financially okay, or I can be financially confident in I am going to get out of my situation. A lot of times divorce is a main factor for that. We have a thing where we coincide with the aftermath of domestic violence, freedom to love and reclaim your life and loving your life again. And those are classes that we also offer with our sister company, which is DonDiva Coaching in IMCC. Part of that is a lot of times you got to find your confidence again after domestic violence or dealing with a offboarding situation that may not be domestic violence based, but it has given you some sort of type of PTSD from dealing with financial troubles, from dealing with a bad relationship. It might not be all the way classified as domestic violence, but it might be, toxic relationships can take you down and up through it. So therefore, we're giving you some master classes on surviving all of that and the aftermath of it, and then being able to understand that yes, I have issues with money, and probably yes, I have bad spending habits. If you can finally admit you have a problem, it's kind of like a 12-step program, right? Except for out the beer. Hold my beer. Instead of hold my burr, you're actually at the point of writing down what's wrong. So you've already come to the conclusion, yes, I have issues with money and probably bad spending habits. Some of us have at some point in time in our life before we have a rainy day and we don't have the money, then we're like, oh! And you do that big old scream, don't have the money, and then you scream again. So by the time that bill or whatever it does wallops you a good one, and you're just sitting up there, you're like, Adrian! And you're just screaming. And I mean, you're just at that point, like, help me. And you finally just fall out and you're thinking to yourself, okay, maybe I should have not spent that money for this, this, and this. Maybe I should have spent it over here. And we all have that sheepish look on our face when people are like, you shouldn't have spent your money here and here and here. And you'd be like, oh, God. So with that, you have to think to yourself, okay, say to yourself, am I not good at budgeting or financial planning? Does this affect my home finances and keeps me from having healthy finances? Do I need to get help to budget and understand what it takes to have an abundance mindset? Do I know if I get the basics right, I'll grow as a person? Think about those things and ask yourself. Really, really sit down and have that moment and have that come to Jesus before the credit bureaus and the collectors come calling your phone and you're just like, ah! And then by that time, it's a weak scream. But by the time you're ready for your funeral and you're sitting up there thinking to yourself, oh my God, help. And you're really at the point of tapping out because you're just like, oh, I don't think I could do this right here. So start writing down what's going on. So while you're writing all this out, you're starting to think, okay, I did this at this time, and start ironing out where your money's going. Pinpoint all these things. Then you say to yourself, do I want to invest in myself to save me time and get the best results? And say to yourself, I am hungry for abundance and success now. In that, you're saying to yourself, I am going to be financially abundant, I am going to be wealthy, or at least I am going to be financially comfortable if I can't ever be wealthy, but I am going to be comfortable and being able to know that my money matters and I'm going to make it stretch. Because most of us are in the same boat. Our money be looking funny, and we don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. You at least want to have 2 to 3 times of what you make saved up for that rainy day, just in case you get walloped. And with that, COVID-19 has taught a lot of us a couple of things. 1, to be prepared. 2, to have a strategic plan. 3, to always have a backup of what we need to do if there's ever an emergency. And those are part of the things with the financial well-being program. And this gives you 4 coaching sessions, and they're 90 minutes each, or we can break it up into 8 and do those in half that time. So therefore, you get a financial review, business review if you're a business person, business or want to start a business, and understanding a SWOT analysis of your strengths, your weaknesses, the opportunities and the time frame that you have to do this. Then on top of that, we do financial goal setting and planning, and assessment of current job or dream job, or if you're at your job, how to go and move yourself up, or if you're financially being set back and getting a higher position because it requires credit, we'll work on your credit. Then understanding you and your family financial needs and principles of success, time management, and risk management. What risks are you putting on in your family? Like literally ask yourself, what risk am I putting my family in if I'm doing something? Are you gambling? Are you spending money on things you don't need to? Are you spendthrifting? Are you shopping like you're not supposed to? You have to go and address these things and say, I am not going to shop unnecessarily, or I am not going to buy this because I feel bad. You're going to want to get to the point that you have a moment of understanding and you have a moment of clarity with yourself, and you have a moment to really get the principles of success and financial readiness and confidence. Then from there, you're going to, again, like I said, SWOT analysis, whether you're a civilian or business, or if you're in a level of corporate, understanding where you need to take things and get things ironed out and figure out what you need to be doing. And we give you those financial game plans. That's why we do the Money Matters blog and we do the Money Matters podcast. And this for this reason, for you to understand exactly what it is we do. Then on top of that, building an abundance mindset. Part of that is having the affirmations, and I'm big on affirmations, especially I am affirmations. When you say I am, you think to yourself, I'm going to shed some light on what I'm going to do for myself. I am going to grow. I am going to be financially okay. I am going to be financially stable. I am going to move past whatever financial obstacles I have and still have, I am going to get past this. It's basically, I am going to each one, reach one, teach one, and I am going to be successful at it. So you just have to get up, get out, and do something. It's kind of like our sister company, Team World Online. Well, it's teamworld.online when you go to the website. But you want to be able to have this motivated destination, motivation, mindset, and money matters, and a cash rules everything around me. But you want to make sure that it's not driving you nuts to the point that you're not doing what you're supposed to do and you get in this rut of never getting anywhere. So those questions of asking yourself, I know if I get the basics right, I'll grow as a person and I'll also grow financially. Those are part of abundance mindset. Then from there, we also do the financial well-being guides, and that's the things that are on the DonDiva credit repair site you can get. And then also when you go and do and book our financial well-being class, you actually get that booklet for free. Then balancing health and wellness and wealth as well, and happiness. And remember, money doesn't make you happy, but having enough of it makes you content. But the thing is, you need to find contentness outside of making money, but you have to remember, having some money does matter. Having some savings does matter. Saving up for a rainy day does matter. Then you want to also think of balancing values, consistency, care, and the challenge, and building motivation and commitment to that, and commitment to your habits. So if you have the habit of shopping frivolously, stop. If you happen to get to the point that you might be shopping too much, then cut back. Or you start looking at different things that you should be doing, whittling it down. Or if your family's doing it, start looking at different things and be like, okay, you don't have to over micromanage your finances, because then you start making people unhappy in the household. Figure out what y'all like to do collectively as a household and say to yourself, okay, you know what? Okay, you got a husband. Okay, what do you like, babe? You got a wife. What do you like, babe? Whittle down the things you want versus needs. Get the needs done first and then go to the wants. Same thing with the kids. Okay, if Tammy turn up and say, Mom, Dad, I want the new iPhone. Okay, if you ain't got the new iPhone money, then don't spend it. You have to go and stay steadfast and consistent, but tell Timmy and Tammy, turn up, just sit out. I don't have the money. But at the same token, say, dear Tammy, and Turnip, guess what? You can't get blood from a turnip, and I think you should sit down. Because at this point in time, Mommy and Daddy don't have the money right now. Those are things of being consistent and teaching your kids, I don't have the money, I can't please you right now, but right now I can give you this alternative. I'll do this, this, and this. Maybe I'll give you a couple of dollars for your allowance. Let's save up for a while until we can get to getting your iPhone. And by that time they saved up the money, maybe they have a little bit of the portion for the down payment for it. Think about those different things and alternatives so your kids won't be like financially stifled while you're going through the whole change of getting things on board and getting all the family members on board. Those are different tips and tricks that we're going to be putting on the blog, because thinking of this as a parent myself, I know what it's like. And when you have a kid, you want to get everything in the world for your kid. You want to spoil them. You're like, look, Timmy, turn up. Not happening. Because I've got to get my finances under control. And a lot of times it's embarrassing for a parent to say, okay, look, we're broke. We ain't got it. Timmy and Tammy turn up? Not happening. But you have to get to that point that you do tell your kids the truth and within reason say, hey, but here's the alternative. Here's what we're going to do. And you can work that out in your budgeting. And that's part of the reason why we do the financial well-being classes and everything else. Then you have to think the motivation and commitment to do so, addressing the procrastination in doing so. Everybody and their mama knows that we don't ever want to tell nobody we got money looking funny, honey. So at that point, you have to be able to tell each other, look, okay, our money's looking funny. We got holes in our wallet the size of a Goodyear blimp. We don't need to be doing this. We don't need to be spending money, so let's write down our budget. Then write down tips to achieving more money. What can you do in odd jobs or different things? You know, both of y'all, whether it's husband and wife or the kids, if they want to make some money, have them go mow a lawn or two. You know? Come on, Tammy, turn up, get off the couch. Put your iPad and iPhone down. So after that, you're going to think of being exceptional role models to your kids, because if you show your kids your spendthrifts, what are they going to learn from you? They're going to learn that money grows on trees, and it doesn't. And then you're going to be like, oh! It's going to be, what a world, I'm melting. And then you're going to be playing taps. And then the kids are going to be in your face, well, Betty, Barry, I want my iPhone. And then you're going to be ready to Mortal Kombat finish them.
Finish him.
And at that point in time, you don't want to put your hands